What's up everyone, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Today we're once again on the VATSIM network. We're going to be flying in this Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX 8. It's a service from Barcelona to Turin. Now the reason we're going to Turin today because in VATSIM there's going to be an event taking place called the ATP Finals event, which means fully staffed ATC at Turin. At the moment at Barcelona we have Tower and Center online as well, so that's going to be fun ATC on both sides. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thanks a lot for watching. Alright, as you can see we have our routing loaded up. And we have our airplane loaded up as well with 149 passengers who want to see their favorite tennis player Carlos Alcaraz. So yeah, we're gonna now go and listen to the Barcelona ATIS on 129er before he asks clearance.
240 at 12. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 3.
Alright, we have information Charlie now on board. We're now going to go and ask clearance to Turin from Barcelona Tower. Barcelona Tower, muy buenas. Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, also clearance to Turin with information Charlie in the queue.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, number 3 for clearance, information Charlie is correct.
Alright, we're in the queue for clearance here.
Ryanair 70 X-ray Yankee, ready to copy.
A from Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee.
73 X-ray Yankee, clear to destination via Agena 1 Charlie departure out of runway 24 left, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 6237.
Clear to destination, Agena 1 Charlie departure runway 24 left, 6,000 feet, initially squawk 6237, 73 X-ray Yankee.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, read back correct, sir.
So we're cleared out of 24 left on the Agena 1 Charlie departure. We can insert that and activate our routing. Now our squawk is 6237 and our initial climb is 6,000 feet. We can set our QNH here that we got from our ATIS, which is going to be QNH 1011. There we go, that's our departure and takeoff done. Alright, we have inserted our performance data here, so we're going to be cruising at flight 300 with a zero fuel width of 60.7 and cost index X, and we have also inserted our wind as well. So now we're going to go and do our takeoff performance here as well. We're going to go to our EFB here and to our performance and payload page, and we're going to just enter the data here. There we go. We're going to be using a D rate of 2, flaps 5, air conditioning on, anti-ice not needed. And we can calculate. Let's try TL1 then. There we go. There's our V1 rotated V2 speeds here, so we're going to insert that. Go to our pressurization panel here, we set to 300. That's our takeoff performance done. So now we go to the MCP here and set our V2 speeds. And our heading and our and we're going to go to our MCP here and set our V2 speed on the speed and the heading of runway 248. There we go. Flight directors on, auto throttle, VNAV, LNAV. So that's our pre-flight complete. We'll go to the top here, turn on the seatbelt signs, probe heat and window heat, yaw damper, and we're going to turn on the APU. Alright, our APU has been turned on. We can turn on the gens and turn on the APU bleed. PAX to auto, isolation valve auto as well. Alright, so we're done with our pre-flight stuff. We can now go and close the door and retract our air stairs. We can go and prepare for pushback and departure here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Stand 152 is just a taxi out. So we're just gonna go and request startup to tower, and then we're gonna start up. Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, stand 152 Alpha, request startup.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, startup approved, QNH 1011.
Startup approved, 1011, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee. Alright, we can turn on all the fuel pumps. Go to the engine start here and set the number 2 to ground. Don't forget to turn off the packs.
Ryanair 6 Foxtrot Yankee.
We'll see N2 rising up. Once that reaches 20%, we're going to turn on the fuel. There we go, it's motoring stage, so we can turn on the fuel. we have a good start on engine number 2. We're going to go back to the engine start panel, set number 2 to continuous and set 1 to ground. Once number 1 reaches motoring stage, we can turn on the fuel for engine 1. Alright, we have a good start on engine number 1. We can set that to continuous. Turn on the gens from the engines. Turn off the APU. Turn off APU bleed and turn the left and right backs to auto. We hear the air coming in. Alright, good startup. Now we're gonna do a little flight control check.
Viking 43 Lima, ready to copy.
Go ahead.
Right.
43 Lima, information data is correct. Clear to
Down.
destination via Dalin 1 Charlie
rudder.
departure out of runway
And
24
left
left. Initial climb
Flight control check
6,000
complete.
feet, squawk
I'm gonna set the
6246.
takeoff config here, so it's at flaps 5.
Viking 43.
And auto brake RTO.
Contact with
So
Barcelona
the takeoff config
control,
is set. We can set
132.355.
TCAS to transponder. Before we taxi though, we're gonna take a quick look at the Agena 1 Charlie departure out of runway 24 left. So we're gonna be departing at the heading of 229er and then turn to Bravo Lima 800, max 210 knots. Then we're gonna take a 181 heading to Bravo Lima 805, max 225 knots, and then to Bravo Lima 811. And then we're gonna take another left to a heading of 051 and then go direct to Agena, flight level 160 at or above. It's gonna be our departure for today. Now we're gonna go and ask for taxi clearance as well. Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, we are ready for taxi.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee taxi to holding point Golf 1, runway 24 left via Sierra, Mike, Delta and Kilo cross runway 02 not in service.
Roger, taxi to holding point Golf 1, runway 24 left, Sierra, Mike, Delta, Kilo, cross runway 02, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee is correct, QNH 1011.
1011, 73 X-ray Yankee. Alright, so we're gonna be taxiing out of stand 152. We're gonna go taxi Charlie. I'm gonna around runway 24 right to Mike, continue Mike, and then take a right onto Delta, cross runway 02, left to Kilo, and then to Golf 1, holding point runway 24 left. Gonna be our taxi for today. So basically here, taxi to Mike, right to Delta, to Kilo, and then to Golf 1. So we're gonna turn on the taxi lights and runway turn-offs, and then we commence our taxi.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, wind from 230 degrees, 12 knots, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. After departure, contact with Barcelona control 132355.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 left after departure, contact 132355, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, bye. Alright, landing lights on, strobes on, set the TCAS to TRA. I'm gonna line up here, runway 24 left. Turn on the weather and traffic radar as well. And let's go and take off. And toga. Knots. Vortex. Pulse rate, gear up. Once we reach 2000 feet, we're going to contact the center, 122355. Look at that. Follow the flight directors. Alright, let's contact departure. Personal control, good. Day, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, passing 2,500 feet. Flaps 1.
73 X-ray Yankee, Barcelona, hello, identify. Climb for level 300.
For level 300, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee. Flaps up. Continue our climb to level 300, our final altitude. Alright, let's turn on the autopilot here.
Iberia 110, contact pilot. Delta Foxtrot, Echo Lima, cancellation, IFR received.
Alright, we're smooth there at the moment. We can turn off the seatbelt signs. Let the passengers move around freely.
Ryanair
Alright, we've just reached our final cruise of level 300 here. Smooth there at the moment, so no need for seatbelt signs. We're still going to be a little bit on Barcelona control here for a little bit, and then we have to switch to Unicom since there's no ETC in Marseille. That's fine. So yeah, we're going to continue here for a little bit more, and we're going to see you all into the arrival into Turin. Alright everybody, we are approaching our top of descent into Turin here. So I've already inserted my arrival here. We're going to be on the Egin 1 Tango arrival, and we're going to be expecting ILS 36, or runway 36. So first we're going to take a look at the arrival here on the charts. So here is the Egin 1 Tango arrival here. So we're going to be inbound Egin, then to Enova, then to Razos. I'm going to be at 9,000 feet at or above, max to 5-star knots, then to Lusfu, max 220 knots, flight level 090 at or above. Go to Epson, max 220, Mike Fox 544, Mike Fox 531 to Vetsku, and then intercept the localizer for the ILS runway 36 left. So before we do anything else though, we're going to listen to the Turin ATIS on 120480.
ILS Zulu, runway in use 36, runway conditions code 5.
Alright, we have information Oscar nearing top of descent here, so we're gonna reset our MCP. Gonna do initial descent to 10,000 feet, and then we will be contacting Milano radar in a little bit as well. So we will be expecting ILS Zulu, runway 36 right, correction, runway 36. Although what we've got from the ATIS here is that it's pretty foggy with a ceiling of 300 feet, 600 feet, which means we must do a Cat 2 approach. Here it is. For Cat 2 approach, our minima are going to be 1034 with a radio altimeter 106, which is good. So we're going to take the Cat 2 approach. So our ILS frequency is going to be 108.7. And our inbound final approach course is going to be 360, which is already done. Now we're going to calculate our landing performance here. And there we go, 2,178 meters of runway needed to stop, so that's pretty good. Let's get auto brake 2 going. And set our landing speed flaps 30, 141 with speed correction of 5 as 146. Landing performance is complete. We're going to continue our descent into Turin, and we'll be contacting Milano radar in a little bit. Milano radar, ciao, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, level 230 descending, inbound again.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, Milano 10, clear Egin 1 Tango arrival, descent flight level 150.
Cleared Egin 1 Tango, descent level 150, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, clear the direct Lusfu.
Clear to leg to Lusfu, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, contact radar 129.275, ciao.
129.275, Ryanair 73 Yankee, bye.
Stop 79.
General radar, ciao, Ryanair 73 Yankee, again 1 tango, Snap 170, information, Oscar.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, identified, LTP in progress, expect LSL2 runway 36. Descent to split level 9
Perfect, Isla Zulu, runway 36, and confirm level 9 or 0, Ryanair 73 Yankee.
It is correct, proceed direct to aircraft.
Direct to RZEP, Ryanair 73 Yankee.
Correct.
Getting all the shortcuts here, that's nice. And descent of level 9 or 0 as well. Right, seatbelt signs on, turn on the landing lights as well.
Yankee, speed 220.
And set the engine start to continuous for reaching 10,000 feet.
Yankee, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Ryanair 73 Yankee.
Correct, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
4,000 feet, QNH 1015, Ryanair 73 Yankee.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, speed 200 knots.
Speed 200, Ryanair 73 Yankee. Flaps 1.
Great in 56 Papa, left 030, clear the left 036. Thank you. Great, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, via AirSep, clear the left 036.
Via AirSep, cleared Isla Zulu 36, Ryanair 73 Yankee. Alright,
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, once established, the speed 180.
Speed 180 when established, Ryanair 73 Yankee. Okay, we're gonna arm the approach mode. We're gonna get the localizer glide slope a little bit. Little bumpy. Alright, we've captured the localizer. Soon we'll get the glide slope as well. Gonna decrease speed 180 knots. Set flaps 5. Got the glide slope now captured. So now we're gonna be descending via the ILS path.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, speed 180 until 8, 160 until 6.
180 until 8, 160 until 6, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee.
And confirm established.
Affirm established, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee.
Contact tower 118.5, ciao.
185, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, ciao. Okay, 180 until 8, we're gonna do 160 until 6 now. Contact tower. Twin tower, ciao, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, final, runway 36.
Ciao Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, Torino Tower, runway 36, continue approach, number 2, preceding Airbus 321, 7 miles wide. In the 0603 knots, RVR 1800 feet.
Roger, number 2, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee. Good put gear down. Flaps 15. 160 until 6, we're gonna decrease our speed to our final approach speed, 146. Flaps 25 and 30.
Good to plastic standard, vacation Charlie.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, clear to land, runway 36.
Clear to land, runway 36, Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee. Alright, so flaps full, landing gear down, and spoilers armed. Landing checklist complete, and here we go. Got the ground in sight, not the runway yet.
+100.
Runway in sight. Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nice. little off center line, but it's fine. I'm gonna take the next left. Manual braking. And vacate left. Speed brakes up.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee, welcome in Torino, rest on Yankee or short, Yankee 1, contact Torino ground 121705, thank you, bye bye.
121705 and taxi Yankee, also Yankee 1, Ryanair 73 Yankee, bye bye. Torino ground, ciao, Ryanair 73 for Yankee, vacated, runway 36.
Ryanair 73 X-ray Yankee Torino ground, hello, taxi to stand 504 via Yankee November Mike.
Taxi to stand 504 via Yankee November and Mike, Ryanair 73 X Yankee, thank you. Alright, auto brakes are gonna be off and flaps are gonna be up. The landing lights turn off and the strobes can be turned off as well. I'm gonna turn off the TCAS as well. Transponder. Let's continue to stand 504. So Yankee, and then take a right on November, right here. In the meantime, I'm going to turn on the APU. Taxi lights off. Take a left here into stand 504. There we go. Parking brake set. APU has been turned on. We can turn on the gens. Set engine starts to off. And we can turn off the fuel for engine number 1 and 2. Alright. We can turn off the seatbelt signs.
Attention all aircraft information, Papa.
And turn off the fuel except the aft fuel pump. We can turn off the probe heat and window heat. Set the AC to APU. And turn up the TCAS as well, so set that to off, and we're gonna go and set the chocks here and then deboard the aircraft. Alright, we can now turn off the radios as well for some peace and quiet. But yeah, everybody, welcome to Turin with a flight time of around 1 hour and 5 minutes here. Very nice ATC on both sides out of Barcelona and into Turin, which made for a very fun flight and also makes it more interesting because the visibility is pretty poor at the moment here, so that's really cool. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you all in the next Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Bye bye.